To Political Quickie, your political show that subjectively discusses current affairs in South Africa and all around the world. My name is Mapasika Mura. So, it seems like Ubaba, former President Jacob Zuma, will have his day in court. The National Prosecuting Authority has decided to prosecute the former statesman. So, he faces 16 charges of corruption, money laundering, and racketeering. So, initially, we were all confused. Like, is it 783 charges or is it 16 charges? But apparently it's based on 783 transactions, but they're only 16 charges. So thank you for unconfusing us, because all of this is based on an arms deal that happened between the state and a French company back in the late 90s. So my thing is, will this trial be bigger than the Oscar Pistorius trial? So I can't wait to see. I'm excited. I can't wait to see. I think this is an opportunity for us to not just be legal minds like we were during the Oscar Pistorius trial, but for each and every one of us also to be political minds as well. So something interesting for our country. The real kicker of the whole situation is that there is an agreement between the state and Jacob Zuma for the state to pay his legal fees. So President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa was asked in Pali what law they were basing this on. So he went and he said, no man, the court will decide whether or not he acted in his private capacity or whether or not he acted, within his capacity as a statesman at the time. So I just think that the state paying for his legal fees is utter rubbish, because first of all, he stole from the government. Now the government must pay for his legal fees to defend himself for having stolen from the government. That was a whole lot of words. That was a whole lot of words. But yes, it's just absolutely disgusting that there would even be this agreement in the first place. If the ANC wants to pay for his legal fees, by all means do that. But please don't, involve poor taxpayers to be paying for this man who's stolen from them. It doesn't make any sense, though. It doesn't. Moving on to other news, however. So, it seems like Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga are having some sort of reconciliation situation going on. You remember that the two have been at odds since forever. Last year during the Kenyan elections, Raila Odinga was like, no! This man rigged the elections. I will not accept the results. And so they had to rerun the elections. And so they did. And yet again, Uhuru Kenyatta won. And so earlier this year, Raila Odinga inaugurated himself as the president of the people. And we reported on that. So now they decided, no man, we are working together. We are moving forward together for the sake of the betterment and the unity of our country. And according to Raila Odinga, they are going to do a peace tour around Kenya. Not like a Jay-Z Beyonce on the run tour, but still it's a tour, but they will be preaching peace, let's all unite, let's kumbaya, right off into the sunset, or as Kenyans. But you know what, I'm happy for them, but honestly, I don't think it's gonna last. I don't mean to be pessimistic, but I think in Africa, when an opponent has accused the president of rigging the elections, of being corrupt, then how do you turn an eye on that and be like, but for the greater good, let us work together? I hope they do work together for the sake of Kenya, and they, do well or do right by Kenya. But I don't think this, friendliness will last very long, honestly. So, moving on to international news. Something amazing is happening tomorrow on the 21st of March. African presidents are meeting in Kigali in Rwanda, and they're going to sign an agreement that will launch the African Continental Free Trade Area. I was literally in tears this morning, when I read this book. This is amazing. I can't believe it. So what this is, it establishes free trade among African countries. It gets rid of bureaucracy and red tape among African countries so that they can trade freely. So this is amazing. Like economically, this is insane. And it's apparently the biggest, trade organization, since the World Trade Organization. So I can't even fathom. I can't do. I'm beyond myself right now. I'm so proud to be African in this very moment. So what's exciting about it is that when you look at continents like North America, you look at Europe, you look at Asia, all of them trade internally. At least 50% of their trade is done internally. And here in Africa, we internally trade 16%. So it's just like, but that's our past. We are moving forward. And this is definitely going to create more jobs. This is going to strengthen our economy continentally. So I'm excited. I'm so excited, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope you guys are excited as well, because why would you not be excited? Anyways, that was political quickie. I love you guys. Use your talent to serve humanity and go and trade with all African countries. Yes, I will see you next week.